by outer elements, and outer elements meaning other people, society, our parents, brothers, sisters, uncles, aunts, grandparents, great aunts, etc., family members. You're looking at teachers, you're looking at supervisors, you're looking at the law, police officers. Every element that's out there, every person that's around us has an influence on us, and what we allow into our lives and don't allow into our lives is actually lies right within our hand. We have the power to accept things and not accept things. But with that said, I feel like I have to throw this in there because I don't want people to go off, fly off the handle with this. You do have to live within the constraints of society. We do have our dreams and goals, and we have to play the game according to the rules. So it's not like, I feel like, I want to go out and just scream at the top of my lungs. You're not going to do this in the middle of the night because you're disturbing the peace, and you're probably going to get yourself in trouble. So don't go running and doing that. But I mean, you can have that feeling. You have every right to have that feeling. Just don't go running out in the streets yelling at the top of your lungs at like 3 o'clock in the morning, waking up the neighborhood. So this is what I mean by living within the constraints of society. You can go find a park or go find a very deep wooded area and go let it out over there during the day sometime. And just hold it up. You have the right to do it. Go ahead and do it. So back to the innate being. So we start getting influenced a lot by these outer elements. We start getting taught what's right, what's wrong, what's good, what's bad, what's positive, what's negative. But there's something that's missing, and the one thing that I saw that was missing is according to whose standards. And I realize this now at this point in my life, and it kind of has really helped me to grab a hold of myself and become more confident and more secure in who I am and what my purpose is in life. So I want you to take a moment and to really kind of search deep inside yourself and think about who it is exactly that you feel you were meant to be. If you really take the time, and it might take a couple of days, it might take weeks, it might take months, it might take a year, 2 years, but if you take that time out to ask yourself this every single day, eventually you're going to start to get an answer, because that voice, that still voice that's within you, is eventually going to scream out, and it's going to let you know exactly what it is, and you're going to stop, banging your head against the wall, and hitting, dead ends in life. So, take the time to discover who you are and start paying attention to it. Start to find and develop what your exact dream is, whatever it be. Some of you just may want to, be a homemaker, whether male or female. You may want to be a husband. You may want to be a wife. You might want to be the owner of a company. You might want to be the director of a nonprofit organization. You might just want to be a spiritual leader. You might want to be able to help people resolve their problems. Whatever it is that you actually feel that you want to share with the world, those are usually the things that are your innate being, and that you have a purpose to come and serve through. So take the time to try to discover exactly what that is. How do you do that? Take some time to meditate in the morning, in the evening. When we were children, we were taught to kind of think about careers that we may have wanted to do. So, your friend says, I wanted to be a cop, and you go, oh, I want to be better than that, so I'm going to be a firefighter, or I'm going to be a nurse or a doctor or something. You really, really need to discover and remove those outer influences from your judgment as to realize exactly what it is that you want to do. One of the things that I've seen people do, and it's very, very harmful to themselves and to others as well, is, for example, somebody becomes a doctor when all they want to do is be a nurse, or they become a doctor and what they really want to do is become a culinary artist or a chef, or they have. That would have made them happy, so they live their lives according to what their parents, wanted them to be, and they wind up being this person that they're not, and they're miserable for the rest of their lives. So it's important to be very careful with these outer influences, and it's important to discover exactly what it is that you're looking to do for yourself and for this world, for society, for those around you. Are you a good listener? Can you be a psychologist? Are you a good listener? Can you just be a counselor? Are you a good listener? Can you be a reverend? These different things that you can actually think about, just putting some stuff out there for you to open your mind to. Find what that innate being is. Turn within yourself. Stop looking at the outer elements. Don't worry about whether I have a TV, a car, or whether I have money in the bank or whatever it is. Those things will come. Those things are there to supply what your exact mission is, and they will come when you start to enjoy your life. You need to enjoy your life in order to be successful. So in finding your innate being, you're going to wind up being successful, because as soon as you start nurturing that inner being and finding love for yourself, then you'll be able to move forward. Until then, I guarantee you're going to keep hitting, dead ends and hitting yourself against the wall, and you're going to be walking around in the dark without, feeling like you're serving a purpose or anything. You need to find what your true desires are in life, who you really are. I know somebody who's very close to me that wanted to be a police officer. They're down here in Florida, and it took them a long time to become a police officer. They were getting denied left and right. They went to this police department, they got told no. They went to this police department, they got told no. They went to that police department, they got told no. They went for psychological tests, they went for physical tests, they went for written exams, and they were getting told no, 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 no. Well, society was telling them no, but his true heart and desire was telling him yes. And he kept going after it until finally he had that moment of breakthrough. But in the midst of it, see, he was frustrated, but what he wound up learning through it all, he wound up learning exactly how the system works. So he understood how a civil service job actually winds up working before he even got into his uniform and started working. Today, he's a successful detective. He's an amazing man. He's out there protecting us, and God bless him. He's on his way to Afghanistan and to Iraq. He's also a Navy Reserve. He's been very successful. He's followed his dreams. He's very happy. He's got a beautiful family, and I've never seen anyone more happy in my life. You kind of sit there and go, did this guy take a happy pill today? And you know what he did? He took a happy pill of finding his innate self and going right after his dreams. So take that time to look at yourself. Take that time to discover who you are, what it is exactly that you want to do. Don't let anybody stop you. Don't let anybody hold you back. You be exactly what you can as best as you can. And until then, I will see you next week with a new subject. Don't forget to write to me at YourLivingLife@gmail.com, YourLivingLife@gmail.com, and I'll talk to you soon. See you later.